Welcome back to Squawk Box. YouTube hosting its Brandcast presentation for advertisers today at Lincoln Center. The Alphabet-owned site has emerged as the most valuable media company, is regularly outperforming Disney and Netflix in TV time, watch time, I should say. We shouldn't call it TV time, should we? Joining us right now is an expert. I'm going to call him the expert right now in the creator economy. Samir Chaudhry is the co-host of the Colin Samir Show. It's great to see you. This is Upfront Week. It's funny because it's upfront week for a lot of like legacy media companies, except now it's become this sort of like new age creator week. So I don't know where you think the advertising money, the advertising money is moving in this direction.
For sure. Yeah, I think there's been a significant shift on YouTube from when I first started in 2011, from people making videos to now people are making shows.
Right. And
I think that shift has to do with a few factors, one of which is more people watch YouTube on their TV now than their mobile device. And YouTube dominates connected TVs, has 12.7% of watch time on connected TVs.
So you think most of the people watching you, for example, are watching it on a physical TV at home?
I know that. Yeah, I know that. And they're watching in their living room. And the shift of how people are watching is changing what we're creating.
Right.
Right? Like when people are sitting on their couch and watching something, it changes what we want to make. Now, the second thing is there's a lot more money in the space. There's a lot more advertisers that's funding creators to build bigger teams, to build bigger shows. And we're getting a lot of team members from traditional media wanting to come and work at our company.
The economics of this, the question has always been the economics that you're getting from a Google, from YouTube itself, the ads that are running on the platform, and the piece of that you get relative to the piece that you ultimately have to get, I think, from sponsors who are doing in-show sponsorship is totally different.
Yes. I think that is, though, also want to get.
Okay.
Right? Like when you first start out on YouTube, my first videos were made directly into a webcam. The cost of production is my time.
Right.
And as you scale up and you have bigger desires, then, yeah, you need to fund it in a way, right? And I think that's where creators turn to sponsors and brands. Right. And today, what's been really interesting is that YouTube, especially on the eve of tonight's Brandcast, is supporting and packaging these shows now.
Right.
Something you'll see tonight, and the trailer dropped yesterday. My friend Kareem Rama, who hosts Subway Takes, has a new show out called Keep the Meter Running. And it's really cool. It's kind of like a parts unknown. He gets in cabs here in New York and tells the taxi driver to take them to his favorite place and keep the meter running. It's a really cool show. That's going to be presented tonight at Brandcast.
So one of the other pieces of this that I'm curious about is how you see, so YouTube clearly owns this space right now.
Yeah.
Netflix, in their own way, seems to be wanting to get into this space. They're taking on podcasts, some exclusively, and others. What do you make of that? And do you see that as a competitor?
Yeah, I think, look, like anyone who's on the connected TV right now and pulling your time and attention, they're competing with each other. I think Netflix is a curator of sorts. Like the fact that they have to decide what's on the platform changes the dynamic of the platform. And I think that can be great, right? We get great content because of their taste. The difference with YouTube is that it's open. Anyone can upload. You and I can make a video today and put it out. And if it's great, it'll find an audience. The difference from a creator perspective right now is ownership, right? That's a pretty big difference.
How much do you find that the clip machine that is living on X, the clip machine, your stuff's clipped, I see it on Instagram, you see it on TikTok, it's everywhere, becomes a replacement for the program itself? It's not an ad for the show. Meaning all of the whole sort of clip ecosystem is based on the conceit that one day I will see the clip and go, oh my goodness, I love these people so much, I need to go watch the whole thing on YouTube. I was thinking about this just the other day, by the way, not in the YouTube context, but I was seeing, I don't know if you saw the clips from the Kevin Hart roast the other night.
I can't unsee them.
You can't unsee them. No. And there's so many of them now, and people have ripped so much of the show onto social that there's a question whether you actually need to sit and go watch the show. And I wonder how you think about that, not just about a Kevin Hart kind of roast, but even about your own show.
I think about it in the way of sports. Right? Like a lot of people watch sports through the highlights. Some people want to sit and watch the full game. Those are deep fans.
Right.
It's going to be a really similar thing if you make long-form content and clip it for short form. You need your highlights out there to build brand. But there's a lot of creators who smartly realize that the clip is the show. Again, back to our friend Kareem Rama. Subway
he's
case.
right. He's created the clip as the show.
Yeah.
So then the question becomes, though, do you think that there's a way to monetize the clip ecosystem?
Yeah, I think the question is, can you monetize attention, which you can always, right? So if you build a big audience, people recognize you because you're in their feed every single day in short form. There's ways to do it, whether that's through speaking, through brand partnerships, through now we're seeing creators in advertising,
right.
meaning not just us producing branded segments,
right.
but us being pulled into the ads and to produce the ads.